Hey, what's going on? This is Denzel Snipes, and this is another episode of Cubfidential. JB Ellis is out right now, so I'll be filling in as producer and as the host. We got a quick show for you guys today. Um, it's actually going to be a two-man show. So, but before we get started, I just want to let everybody know to please follow us on all of our platforms. Cubfidential is on X, also on Sideline Sports on X, also Sideline Sports on YouTube. Of course, you might be watching on YouTube, on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, Instagram, and two, not one, but two TikToks at Sideline Sports and at Sideline One Sports. And let's bring in the one that we have for the show, and he actually runs the Sideline One Sports page on TikTok, and that is Jacob Christner. Come on in, Mr. Hubbs.
Dude, let me tell you this right now. If we do enough of these shows like this, we're gonna be the two-man power trip.
I know, right? Which one's going to be Austin?
Yeah, right. No kidding. I'm not shaving my head, so that's you.
Gotcha.
By the way, it says that this has nothing to do with baseball, but the Chiefs have sent Sky Moore to the San Francisco 49ers.
The Chiefs have sent Sky Moore to the 49ers?
To the 49ers.
Oh, okay. Well, that ought to help them out. What do the Chiefs get in return?
Yeah, let's see. Does not say right now.
Not just yet? Okay, then I'm sure we'll find out on the next news break or something.
But it's probably going to be – it probably means they're going to be doing it. Sky Moore, so it probably means there's going to be a lot of 2-3 yard dump offs and or 60 yards. Or
yeah.
Trying to.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, let's go on into our first topic here, and that is just reviewing this past week, the Chicago Cubs Toronto Blue Jays series. So the Cubs did drop 2 of 3 in Toronto, but on the game on August the 13th, rookie Cade Horton fans 8 batters in a 4-1 win. He moves on a 7-3 on the year. Your thoughts?
Well, this is the whole thing I said, and you heard me say it. I wanted to see at least 2 out of the 3 from one of them and a sweep on the other, because the Toronto is going to be a beast.
Yes.
And I was right on this thing, and it's like, in truth, they blew a sweep with the Cardinals. They blew 2 games.
Did it?
They blew 2 games. They should have lost all 3 to the Pirates and got lucky.
Very true, and we'll get to that in just a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like really by itself, and this is the thing I'm saying about the team. I have never seen, and I'm not going to. Here's the deal: I'm not going to say they're not going to make plans. I keep saying they're going to make wild card.
Yeah.
The issue that I have seen is I want to know what happened to this team. I want to know what happened where it was record numbers and then a record sink.
Yeah,
sinkhole within the. Huh?
I said, yeah, pretty much. Go ahead.
I want to see what happened there because it's like, and it's all making my point about what I say, that I want less strikeouts. I want contact hitting. I want to see all that because we're seeing the exact reason why. Mind you, we don't see all 162 games of perfect, nor do we ever see 162 of crap. I mean, even the Rockies have a good day. They beat the Dodgers a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So it's like they even have a good day. You're professionals. But what you normally see is 100 out of 160, 120 out of 162 games really good hitting, or 120 out of 162 crap.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get your the hot streaks, and that's up. I have never seen just about every game be amazing, and then 2 months of every game being crap. Something happened with their confidence. I don't know if it's leadership. I don't know if it's leadership. Tucker went to hell fast. PCA's hitting all singles lately. He's trying to get back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure this part out because they're really sinking. And we'll talk about the other one later with the Pittsburgh and do everything. The Cubs need to figure they don't need to have too much of Austin and too much of crap. We need to have the consistency.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. I can tell you one bright spot is Cade Horton.
Yeah.
7-3 on the year as a rookie, not too bad at all. What was Shota last year?
The what?
What was Shota last year? Shota won 10 games, right?
I believe 9 or 10, yes.
Okay. Yeah, and you know what? Cade Horton just may be on his way too.
Well, and the thing about Cade, remember what I said to you before about Cade? When he started 4-0, I said he could be 21-0, and it's going to be the same thing. He's not dominant. as far as his pitching,
Mm-hmm.
but he gets big outs.
Yes.
Like he'll get him on the second and third on 2 outs, and he'll get that pop up. He get almost every time. He makes some walks. He will give up a 2-out hit. He'll get all those. He's not easy. It's not dominant. He's a nice pitcher. Nice pitcher. He's had some shutout innings lately,
Mm-hmm.
and he's done well. But he's not dominant. But he gets those big outs, which that's nice. I'd like to see him get a little more dominant on the thing. I'd like him to see him. I'd also like to see him be Hendricks, prime Hendricks.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Prime Hendricks, where it was 2 to 3 pitches, get a ground ball, maybe fourth pitch strikeout.
Yeah.
I like to see a lot more efficiency under that ring. It's like because that's what remember that's what Hendricks used to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
That was a lot of his, and that's when he had to go was when his last year he started getting 8 and 9 pitches at a time, and that's what it ended.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And so with that being said, we bring up Pittsburgh series. The series where you said that it was lucky that the Chicago every game was close. Said lucky that they didn't get swept. But they did take 2 or 3 at home. On 8-17, Swanson sack fly drove in to go ahead run, and I believe it was the 8th inning. Let's see here. And then also on the 16th, Suzuki hit a tie-breaking single. What was it in the 8th, if I'm not mistaken? Yep, in the 8th. And then Horner doubled in the same inning to make the score 3-1. And then what was it? And you know what? It very well could have been a sweep this one also because on August the 15th, let's see here. In the top of the 9th inning, the Pirates broke the tie with the home run. So it could have gone either way.
Yeah, and seeing these are the things. These are the things with this is the fact that they're so trying to get their hitting back. But it's like, why are they having to try to get their hitting back? Well, it's like, mind you, you weren't expecting to get. You expect to have a little bit of lulls after a big pop like that, but it's been 7 weeks. 7 weeks of the lull like that. They said over the last 15 games before PCA finally started to get singles, he was hitting like 133.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and so you got to remember, he was a 206 coming into a season. So it's almost going, as my friend would say, going back to the mean a little bit. But it's one of those deals. It just makes me want to think, what does it do? Do you want to see those records? And you all want to see those records because they're fun. You watch them on TikTok. You watch them on YouTube. Mm-hmm. They're fun to watch and everything like that. But we've never in our lives seen something go so long as in a thing, and it's so long, blah. And it's like, what worries me is playoffs. You know what I mean? What worries me is playoffs because you're facing the Phillies, the Dodgers, the Padres.
Yeah.
You're facing those teams. And I can say this part, and I'm just saying this based off of, and I doubt it's going to be, but the one team I would hate to watch get a second wild card just to make a run like that is the Braves because they kept everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like 8 of 9 right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, and everything like that. And they 8 of 10 now. They lost the White Sox the other night and barely won the other. But that's what I'm saying. I would hope. Like I said, I don't want it because this is what happened in 2021. They were 62 and 64 and decided to make a run, or 40 and 42. Excuse me.
Yep. And won it all.
And they won it all. I mean, and it's like 60 and 62 it was, and then they ran it all. It's like they've got a great manager, and they kept everyone. They didn't get rid of anybody, which they're going to make some kind of run at the end, whether they make it into the second spot or not. They're going to do that because they're facing a lot of teams that gave up their players.
Well, they better start right now because they're currently 10.5 back of the wild card.
Oh no, I'm saying they've also won 8 of 9, and they've done this before.
Okay.
That's a team I don't want to deal with because they've done this before. I'd rather them lose and get out of the way because as I said, got to remember, Dodgers. And I'm not saying that the Braves are better than the Dodgers, the Braves better than the Phillies. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Phillies have been struggled. Dodgers have struggled. The Mets have struggled. all these teams have been in the thing where the Cubs have been. Braves are like 8 or 9, 9 of 10. Say that they won the night, it'd be 10 or 10 of 12 or something.
Right.
They keep running that thing, and they keep facing these teams up. They're going to keep running. And that's where it scares you because you got momentum. There's no more all-star break to stop it.
Yep. It's something about when those teams go on a run. Well, I'll tell you this much. We'll go back into our next topic here. Actually, you know what? Before we do so, we're going to pay some bills. We'll be right back. Check out our new commercial.
Sideline Sports live every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Killen Clark is Larry Bird, I would say, and Paige Beckers is Magic Johnson.
It's kind of like an oxymoron, you know.
Yeah, moron is right.
Maybe when they listen to people like you, that's how they continue being the Browns.
He did have that type of talent for the pro level, but the scouts failed the team.
I disagree. The Panthers, I'm not saying they're making the playoffs, but they're going to be really hard to beat this year. Bryce Young,
so they're not winning the division. Hooked up with some chick, and then he told her he was a linebacker.
Indeed. So, yes, watch the Sideline Sports Show. It's every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Sideline Sports Network. And so let's go on to our next topic. So the Cubs are currently in the middle of a 6-game, what turned into
Five.
a 6. Yeah, is it 5? Is it 5?
Yeah, 5.
I count as 6. Okay. Well, including 2 doubleheaders, but one of them is postponed. Well, I counted 6, but one of them was postponed.
Yeah.
So, but they did win back-to-back nights following a 7-0 shutout loss. And of course, right now they are currently in the division. I think 7 back.
7 out. 7 out.
Yeah, they're 7 out from the Brewers. I mean, I don't know if it's safe to say at this point you're going for a wild card spot now if the division is all but lost. But I mean, who knows? But your thoughts on this?
If I got it, the Cubs can make that run. It's the Brewers get that, but at the same time, are they better? That's the question. And it's like when I'm bringing all of these what ifs out, it's not that somebody's a better team. It's like you just get hot so fast. And the thing that worries me about the Cubs is they don't have that. They don't have that hot. I mean, they got Matt Shaw and Michael Bush doing anything. Casey right now. Casey's finally starting to make it. You know, where'd you go?
Oh, I'm right here.
Yeah. No, but Casey's starting to get it. But I mean, like I said, PCA's hitting singles trying to get himself back. Tucker's on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
It's all that kind of thing. They've gotten rid of a couple of power guys to waivers. You know what I mean? And like Brujan and all of them. And it's like, really by itself, it was the pitching. Now the pitching starting to come back a little bit. And I do like the starting to think for a second. I do like the middle relief. Ever since Kittredge and the other guy came in, I love them.
Okay.
They look good. It's like, I would rather not have Ben Brown in there, but it is what it is. Yeah, it is. But as far as the Milwaukee thing goes, it's like, yeah, they can make the if I'm saying something long term and long shot that the Braves can make it, and if like the Nationals made it in 19, they can make it, but they can make it to that. They got enough pitching to make the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
They do. Cubs do have the pitching for the wild card. But I remember too in 2020 when they lost both games at home to Miami, that 2-0.
Yeah, true.
That's where that is heading. If they don't, really good pitching, and then see second and third, nobody out and not score. That's what's been happening a ton the last 2 months.
Yes, indeed. Well, we'll move on to this Cubs for you actually, and this one right here, you probably have this is worth noting right here. So our this Cubs for you is pitcher Matthew Boyd. Currently with a 261 earned run average, 12-6 on the season, a perfect 10-0 at Wrigley Field. He is undefeated on home turf. Your thoughts?
He's 2-6 on the road. That's a problem.
Yep.
That leaves it to me. It's like that's like me trying to observe Caleb Williams. When am I going to give him a good one?
Yeah.
No, He's really, really good at home. You know what part of it is he's been lucky he's had 10 out of 16 games at home. That's really, really nice. Also, he's had a lot of games where the wind's blown in.
Yeah.
So those kind of things help. He's got those kind of helps them to go there. So, I mean, really by itself, the Cubs have a good pitching staff. I mean, Boyd would obviously be the first pitcher in a wild card playoff game.
Yes.
He would obviously be, Now, Horton would be number 2 right now. Yeah, and then probably Tyon after that.
You figure your 3-man punch right now would be Shota, Boyd, and Horton. Or if you want to go Shota, Horton, Boyd.
Well, maybe Shota number 2, but it's like Horton's been almost pitching better. You know what I mean?
Who's your ace as of right now? I'd say Boyd.
Boyd.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boyd. It's like Boyd didn't have a terrible game against the White Sox. So it's so there's those, and it's like, and Horton's he's had scoreless streaks till recently.
Yeah.
So he's get there. So it's like, see, but the thing about it is they have a good 3, and then the 4 and 5 are legitimately 4 and 5. They get theirs. But it's like, I like Jameson. You know what I mean? I like Jameson. He can be able to get his, but he pitches too many pitches. He leaves. I mean, it's like, for instance, there's been a couple of games this year where you've seen 7 innings out of the pitchers. Then you see him, and it looks like he can go 8 or 9, and then he has that 1 inning of 30 pitches. He does that, and I can't stand it because I already know here comes the 6th, the 5th, and here comes the 5th inning or 6th inning, and here comes the reliever. So, that's the issue. He'll have those innings. It's like, I don't know what gets into him. Is he trying to strike too many people out too quick? Or he will get 2 straight outs really quickly, and then he'll have a 10-pitch inning and get a base hit. And that's what it happened in the Milwaukee game last game. They won, but still, he had that. And that's where I always think it's like, what keeps these guys? Like, are they afraid to try to go for 0-2 or down the middle? Are they afraid to go for a slide, something to make someone swing? Because they always go outside or deep inside to see if someone's going to swing stupid.
I mean, if you have a sick enough slider, it works.
Oh yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, you see them go way out or way in to see if someone swings like Javi Baez. It feels like that they're trying to do that, but they're wasting a pitch. It's like
Javi would swing at those outside ones, especially outside corner. But if he connects, it's probably going over the wall.
See, and you're absolutely correct. And it's like, and that's what I always say. If I'm going to be I've been a coach twice for volunteer for basketball, and I'm looking to be for baseball also. Okay. The thing I would always say, if I'm teaching pitchers, especially at an age between about 11 and 15, they swing at everything. I want to teach. You don't need to power everything past them.
Okay.
You don't need to power everything past everybody that swings 90% of the pitches. And all that kind of stuff. And then you're going to have 3 hitters that absolutely swing at everything 100% of the time. Yeah. So you go low, see if you can get a ground ball, get those things. Quit trying to strike everybody out. We have Jacob deGrom, we talked about. I wanted him like this at the trade deadline.
Yeah, you still would take deGrom right now.
I would take that, yeah, but I would take that at that one the way he was doing because he was learning more efficiency. But then they just rested him the last thing for the sore shoulder, and I bet he's supposed to face Hendricks, which is my dream matchup. He's supposed to face Hendricks the next time, but I don't know if he's going to play because they had to rest him because of his shoulder.
Would you say that deGrom returned back to pre-injury form?
Well, he's lost 3 in a row. He's lost 3 in a row, and it's all that kind of stuff like that. But it hasn't been terrible pitching. They just don't have a lot of offense. But at the same time, you got to save your career a little bit. He's 37 years old. Doesn't even have 100 wins. Which remember, I said that 3-4 years ago, and everybody thought I was crazy. I said he wasn't going to have 100, and he's at 94 right now, and he's 37 years old.
Yeah.
And guess what? Guess who's beating him? Hendricks, 104.
104, and he's 33 years old.
And it's like that. And see, Hendricks is not a better pitcher than deGrom. He's not. But it's availability.
So what did it for Hendricks?
Availability.
Yeah, that's true.
Availability.
deGrom lost a year. But even if deGrom didn't lose that year, would he have caught up to Hendricks?
What'd you say?
If DeGrom didn't lose that year because he was out because of
Probably
Tommy
be dead
John.
tie. Probably be a dead tie. But it's like he lost a year, and plus he's lost half of about 2 or 3 years. Because, but no, it's like he's not a better. Hendricks is not a better pitcher. He wouldn't even tell you he was. But it's availability. He didn't get his first surgery for 8 years.
Oh wow.
Remember, Hendricks didn't get. He played a full year for 8 straight years, which a lot of pitchers don't have. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to do this as far as overpower everybody and try to go for a strikeout 9 pitches. A lot of these coaches are teaching what you can show, like what they do with skiing, Scooble. All these guys are trying to say, show up on TikTok. And guess what? We'll see you in September with a blown out arm, and then next year.
Yeah. And
that's I'm like, I don't mind 102 mile per hour pitches. Valencia's got that, but I want them as a reliever. I want them as a closer.
Yeah.
You like the pitches. I don't want to see 92 pitches at that number, and then they're blown out, and they put that spin on it, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, it hurts. It's like they did it to Spencer Strider. He's screwed now.
Then again, you know what? It's the postseason. Who really goes 100 pitchers in the postseason? As much as they switch out pitchers in the postseason, you know what I mean? Like, is it? I mean, starters being in past the 4th inning.
Well, but you're right. But I'm just saying you could have it if you taught efficient. You need to teach efficiency more and more with the spin they put on the ball.
Yeah.
You do. It's like, that's why I'd love to see 26 pitches in the 4th inning, but I hate seeing the 30 after. That's where I'm at. It's like, where do you go on that? It's like what happens like on the first pitch of the next inning to give up a base hit, then they're afraid. It's like, just keep to yourself, dude. Because the next pitch, 2 pitches in or something, could be a ground ball for double play.
Yeah.
That was what Maddox never feared. He never feared a base hit. Because the next 2 pitches is going to be a pop-up or a double play.
Or double play. Could be. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, and he went 24 years.
Yeah. Yeah. And he never blew his arm out neither.
No. And you're not going to blow your arm out with the kind of velocity he had, which was none, but he just placed. And it's like, if you're going to, Skeens is wonderful at placement.
Mm-hmm.
Scooble is, but if you're going to have these situations and stuff, we need to teach them efficiency so they can go longer. I would love my 100 mile per hour guy to go 8 innings.
Yeah.
You go 8 innings and get to the 9th for the reliever. Quit playing 6 pitchers.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we got 2 more topics. We'll talk about the Cubs in the wild card race, and then finally our cover duds. So stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Sideline Sports live every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
It's not a great league, the American League. The National League is far and away better.
I know we have those 4 games in
All
our
right, John, I'm
book.
going to stop you there. The Orioles haven't gotten to the World
No,
Series.
I'm just saying,
like
if you're a
decades,
fan
so-
of any team, Cam Newton's always.
Oh my gosh, you just say that name and I know something stupid's coming there.
8,000 points a game. What is Dragon Ball Z's in the WNBA now?
It's in a dog pile.
Stuff happens in the bottom of that
Hey,
pile
a
you
lot of
don't even
stuff.
want to know about. You get spit on, you get poked,
Spit on,
you get poked
your
in the
hair
eye,
is
in the
pulled.
ear.
Yeah.
You get, yes.
He's not a leader. He's a child. Go play on your burner account and go have fun.
Yeah, that was JB's take on Kevin Durant on the Sideline Sports Show every Tuesday night at
I love
8:30
house
p.m.
ads.
Eastern
I love
Standard
house
Time.
ads, don't you? I love house
Yeah.
ads.
House ads are great. House ads are awesome. Sideline Sports Show. Tune in every Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern here on Sideline Sports Live. So going on to our second to last topic now. The Chicago Cubs are now 4.5 games up in the National League wild card race ahead of San Diego and the New York Mets. Season ended today. Those will be your 3 wild cards. So who could be a potential first round matchup versus the Cubs? Barring a monumental Brewers collapse and the Cubs win the division, the Cubs would likely go to the wild card series. Who could be a potential first round matchup?
Who would be? Don't the wild cards play the division title?
The division winners, yeah. Well, 3, the division winner hosts number 6, and 4 would host 5. So at this rate, the Cubs would, like if the season ended today, the Cubs would host, I think, San Diego. Yes, the Cubs would host San Diego, and
Crap. That means Sports Judge is going to be rooting hard for the Cubs. I don't want that. I mean, he's too insane. I'd hate on the. I mean, you're talking to somebody who doesn't hate the Cardinals and the Packers. I don't hate what I want. You know, I mean, he gets a little too out there. But yeah, well, San Diego's got a great. They would have to. The biggest thing is San Diego and Chicago is a potential 1-0, 2-1 bunch of games.
Yeah,
both have great hitting, great pitching, but those look like pitching deals, especially when you have that. But the biggest thing about it is San Diego has San Diego is more clutch.
Yes, San Diego is a late game team.
Yeah, and the Cubs had those eighth of the inning things where they have second and third, no one out, and blow it. You know, it's like they get those pop-ups. They get those. See, and another thing the Cubs are doing right now is driving me insane. Last 2 months, 7 weeks, we could say, is they are watching third strikes down the middle. 3-2 pitches. I mean, Suzuki just did it last game. And it's like, oh, you can't know how irritating that is. It's like your 3-2 pitch, it is supposed to be hittable, and you're watching it. Those are the ones that blow up in the postseason. It's like 3-2 is the most obvious in the world. I mean, 3-2 is where you don't want to give a high school player because they already swing at everything anyway.
Pretty much.
I mean, how many walks do high school players get? Majority of them.
Walks?
Yeah, walks. They swing. Unless they're star players, they swing at everything.
Yeah, they're trying to send it over the wall.
Yeah, so it's like think about 3-2 pitch. Think of this strategy for a second. 3-2. Think of a high schooler. He's swinging.
Mm-hmm.
He's swinging, and it's going to be if it's down the middle, you don't watch it, and that's what the Cubs have been doing the last 7 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the problem lies.
Yeah, even on 3-0. I mean, in Little League, we were taught never swing at a 3-0.
Exactly, yes.
Because your eye's not that good yet. You know what I'm saying? But never swing on a 3-0. Now, they'll give you a little bit more leeway. I'd say they give you a little bit more leeway right around college. And in the pros, you're pretty much trusted to.
I would trust one player to swing 3-0, and it's Barry Bonds.
Oh, hell, yeah.
Because the where his bat was and the motion he had, and he struck out so few.
Yeah.
He struck out so few. And it was all, that kind of deal. And where he kept it, it wasn't like he'd hit a ground ball or do a pop-up.
Yeah.
That sucker was at the warning track at the worst.
Yeah. We're talking about a dude that they would intentionally walk with the bases loaded.
Did it 3 or 4 times.
They would give up a run just so he wouldn't hit a grand slam.
Well, the thing about Barry is the biggest argument drives me up the wall. And I'm not kidding with this, is, oh, derp, steroids, derp. Oh, I got steroids, derp. Steroids don't make you to have 48 strikeouts in a year for a power hitter.
Yeah.
Steroids don't make you also be a singles, doubles, and triples hitter, hit all sides, do all that kind of stuff, all fields. It doesn't make you do that. It doesn't make you have one of the smartest hitting minds there is. It just gives you a few more feet on your home runs.
Yeah.
And also, what steroids does, it makes you recover quicker so you can play all year.
Which, he was launching them. It's not like he wasn't launching them over the wall in Pittsburgh. Same with Canseco and McGuire. It's not like they were called the Bash Brothers for a reason in Oakland.
Well, you remember, and I remember people. There was this one goof. There's that one goof on Ricky Cobb on Super 70 Sports.
Uh-huh.
He was saying, Bill Murray had a better physique than Mark McGuire back in the day because they show them next to each other. It's like Mark McGuire was a beast, and he was just even more of a beast in St. Louis. But the big thing about it, this is the same reason I say, remember the controversy that I said, probably, I was on Sports Exchange. I brought this thing up. The controversy that I said, I think Aaron Judge is on steroids. I don't care either.
Yeah.
I don't care. The point I'm making is I don't care. It means he would get on him because he's had injuries and he wants to recover. And yeah, maybe he'd be more powerful. Maybe dude, he's 6'7", 295 and moves like that.
Dude, another sport here. It's really funny how they pick and choose. Another sport here, but Peyton Manning was on HGH. No one said anything about that.
You want to know what that?
No one talked about when Peyton Manning was on HGH, and he was using it to recover because it helps you recover faster.
Well, of course he was, but you want to know why they didn't think it? Because he had a physique that looked like his wife put his clothes out for him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like at 6. He has. Here's the deal. He's 6'5" and for no reason. Same with Eli. He's like Will Ferrell, only I think they can beat up a couple more people than Will Ferrell can.
Honestly, probably the best physique of the Manning quarterbacks is Arch. And I'm not just saying that because he's a kid right now. Like, Arch has biceps. He's got the best physique out of all the Mannings.
Oh, absolutely. And it's like, but I mean, as I said, the Manning brothers can beat up 2 more guys than Will Ferrell. And it's like, that's just the big thing. But it's like, that's the reason people stayed on that, is because they don't look very athletic. But it's like, it's not, I mean, think about this. Honky Tonk Man took crazy steroids. Look at his. Look at his.
And Honky Tonk Man did not look like he was on roids.
No, but he said it all. He took them for years. But it's like, but the guy was 265.
Yeah.
It's like, but he did. But you're comparing to Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. You're comparing to Ultimate Warrior. Rest in peace. You're comparing to Macho. More rest in peace. Well, there's a little theory to this. But I mean, you're comparing to all these guys. They have these physiques, and he didn't have that physique.
Right.
But
that's true.
But it's like, but he probably. You want to know what he probably did? He probably went home to his wife. Mm-hmm. At the time, he probably did that stuff. He probably didn't go crazy on the partying.
Yeah.
And Tito Santana did the same thing. He probably had, but no. When I say, going back to baseball, when I say that about Aaron Judge, I'm not saying that to get him in trouble, nor am I saying it out of any controversy. He's 6'7" and 295 and moves like that.
Yes.
I mean, it's like, and with that kind of muscle, there's no question in my mind he does, but I don't care, because we need to get over this argument about steroids. We need to get a health idea about it and get the people. They're cheating. It is so cheap. Yeah. That argument's so cheap, because Jeremy Giambi took him and was hitting 150 most of the years.
Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't matter. It's how good are you?
Yeah. And Giambi really didn't have to, I mean, because he came out and apologized, right? And I know me, I was just like,
Jeremy Giambi, not Jason. I'm just talking about Jeremy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Giambi was in the minors a lot of times, and he hit the 200s and 150s. And it's like, and he was taking steroids, and it's like, it doesn't do a thing if you're not a great player.
Exactly. If you don't have the eye to hit the ball, you're pretty much the Ultimate Warrior. You got the look, but you can't. You're not as athletic.
Well, and
you can't hit the ball.
That's the thing I'm trying. I want to see the world lighten up on the stupid steroids, this cheating thing. I want them to start learning their body.
Right.
It's because, remember how many 50-year-olds have to take testosterone, especially if they want to have kids.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, want to do that thing, and they work out like crazy. So even with gray hair and everything, so they keep their testosterone. You do that. You eat steak and do that for that type of deal. This is just a more expensive version of that.
Yeah, that's all it is. And we'll go on to our last topic real quick. Cover dud. As of right now, barring any changes, the Cubs make the NLDS, losing 6 games.
5.
Ooh.
They don't have. I mean, their hitting in September has to go back to what we saw in April and May.
That's true.
It has to, for me to change my mind.
If it goes back to what we saw in April and May, I say they make the NLCS.
They can, yes, but
they can make a Texas Rangers like run from 2023.
I am never going to make a prediction on baseball again if that happens, though, because I have never in my life seen just see the record numbers and then record number again.
Yeah.
I have never. I mean, it is literally like if James Bond, the Sean Connery version, had the hottest women in the world, and then he couldn't get anybody in the bar at 3 a.m.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he turns into Rob Schneider and gets women. That's what kind of the equivalent of that. It's like it's never going to happen. But the world is weird.
Uh-huh.
The world's weird. It just happens that way. But if it happens like this, where they go back to Connery's Bond and they get badass again and stuff, I don't know if I could predict baseball ever again because it's crazy. I've never seen a peak and valley that fast.
Yeah.
Peak valley. I've never seen it that. It's like the stock market in the last 2 months ago.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh, down 800, up 800. I mean, that's what that feels like right now. Baseball usually doesn't do that.
No, it usually doesn't. Well, that's our show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And before we go, Jacob, where can everyone find you? What do you got going on?
Well, let's see. Right now, I'm the part of Sideline One Sports for TikTok. We're starting to build a people. We're building our thing right now. We're getting about 10 or 12 a day as far as the people. We're starting to get the likes and building everything up. So that's a great deal. And getting different, getting other shows following us, which is great. Then I am on in a few minutes. I'll be on Sports Exchange over in South Florida Tribune. Got a couple of the show ideas coming up, and I'm always writing scripts, coming up with ideas.
All right. And with that being said, yes, tune in and watch Jacob Christian on the Sports Exchange. Other than that, I'm Denzel Snipes. We will see you next week for another round of Cubfidential.